What up gamers, I'm Sir Mav and welcome back to another weekly update of Anthem where I present to you the latest info discussed on Twitter from the dev team. Anthem hit alpha this week, questions on pre-order skins came up, and teases on locations within the world of Anthem were also discussed. The Anthem Universe duo also had a chance to interview game director Jonathan Warner, so I'll have bits we picked up from the interview at the end of this as well. Let's dive in. First up, Anthem is now in alpha state. Casey Hudson, general manager for BioWare, released a full statement on this within the BioWare blog early in the week. But what does this mean? Well, for BioWare employees, this is a huge milestone accomplished by everyone on the team. Plus, now they have Anthem Fridays at the office, which is basically they get an hour every Friday to play the game and discuss their Anthem moments at the office. By the water cooler. You know, typical water cooler talk. It just happens. Anyway, but this also means the team now has a full build of the game that they will be polishing, tinkering, tuning, and bug fixing till launch on February 22nd, 2019. At the moment, no Javelins are able to buff or give health to their teammates. Whether or not any Javelin has some sort of support capabilities, we might just have to wait till we get our hands on the beta build or even till the demo. But do remember that there are health pickups that will drop after defeating an enemy within the game. Mark confirmed that we would indeed be able to create multiple characters within a single account for Anthem. These are likely fashioned as save slots, so remember that you will still need to have another player account to play with one another across Anthem. Again, pre-order skins will be cosmetics. Whether or not they will come with some cool effects is still yet to be answered, but likely not at launch. Also, remember that these skins are exclusive to those who pre-order Anthem. At launch, you will not be able to change the padding color within your Javelin, but Mark did state that they had discussed this among the team members before. This is likely a feature that some may want, as you can see the inside of the padding of your Javelin when you enter it within the game. What are your thoughts on this? Would you like to see this as a customization feature within the game? Let me know down in the comments below. Even though we know that John's favorite Javelin is the Storm, he keeps giving us yet another reason why we may want to run the Colossus. John stated, when you're in the thick of battle and one of your comrades has been taken down, it's hard to argue with the Colossus' ability to wade into chaos and save other Javelins. But this still doesn't confirm whether or not Javelins will have the ability to buff or heal other teammates. And if you needed yet another reason to rock the Colossus, this Javelin can revive teammates while it has its shield up. And in case you were worried about the air quality within Anthem, have no fear, as John confirmed that the Javelin's jets are indeed eco-friendly. If you for some reason doubted the devs' answers before, like the 100th time, no, you cannot eject out of your Javelin outside of Fort Tarsus. The pilot's health and the Javelin's health are linked within the game. Michael Gamble, one of the lead producers for Anthem, teased us with a potential sight with teeth. This is a reply towards Elaine, a BioWare production employee's comment, who brought up an event while playing where he found a secret area that took him to this amazing nothing. Unfortunately, Elaine redacted this statement, so we likely won't know what he was referring to till we get our hands on the game. But this definitely entails there's a lot to discover within Anthem, so check every nook, cranny, and crevice when you get into the game. Again, Shaper Storms, just like Strongholds, will require 4 people to complete. The skull icons that appeared on some enemies' health bars within the E3 video release were used to indicate elites in the early build. Mark confirmed that they are no longer using this icon to signify elites within the game. There will not be any textures or color schemes within the cosmetics that give you the ability to be less visible to your enemy. This doesn't mean there's not going to be any camouflage, it just means that you're probably not going to be camouflaged within a bush from the enemy. They'll likely still see you. The Interceptor will indeed be able to carry more than one weapon in Anthem. Mark clarified that within the gameplay trailer we last saw, the Interceptor was level 1. Which in the real game is impossible, as the only Javelin you'll have access to at level 1 is the Ranger. Coming off that weapon point, the Interceptor will not be able to use heavy weapons, such as the minigun that was discussed last week, but they will be able to equip a shotgun. Sorry boys and girls, at launch we will not be able to customize our Strider, but given this tweet, we could see this down the road. Again, there is no PvP at launch. This one is an interesting answer to Dylan's question, as it neither confirms nor denies that raids will be in Anthem, but if there are, they will indeed have matchmaking. As in most, if not all RPG style games, there will be a tiered skill tree for our pilot. And yes, this week we finally got a close-up shot of what the Grabbit really looks like. definitely not as cuddly looking as you may have initially thought when you first heard of them. Again, you will not be able to walk outside Fort Tarsis without your javelin. This is a dangerous world, people. There are creatures out there like this bug-eyed man-eating Grabbit that won't hesitate to snatch your ankle. Don't do it! Don't walk out there without your javelin. I'm just saying. And again, no matter how bad you want to, you will not be able to solo a stronghold, even if you tell your friends to just pull up some popcorn and watch. Of course, that doesn't mean we won't test it out. I mean, I'm gonna test it out. So, probably somebody's gonna test it out. I'm gonna test it out. Alright, so as I stated before, the next bits weren't from Twitter, but I thought they should be included in this update. The Anthem Universe duos, Gaz and Binary, had a chance to interview Jonathan Warner, game director of Anthem, this past week, and I wanted to include some key insights we received from John during the interview. I'll link their video in the description in case you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, basically the first key insight we got was when John stated that hubs are important in games, which they truly are. They give the player a chance to relax and reflect upon their accomplishments. In Anthem, Fort Tarsis allows players to take a break from the chaotic world outside the walls where you are constantly having to watch your back. Here in Fort Tarsis, you will also get to see the consequences of your actions and how you've changed the lives of the characters living in Fort Tarsis, which truly makes it what you're doing in the game very meaningful. So in this hub of the game, you can explore, learn the history of the fort, speak with NPCs, and learn their story. John stated that they wanted to make sure they catered to both sides of the player spectrum within Fort Tarsis. You have choices to make in the game, but there is an ease of flexibility for each style of player. If you are a story-driven player, then you'll likely want to get caught up in the lore of Anthem and have the freedom to just explore the hub and talk to NPCs around you. While action players, they're going to want to get in, get out, and get back to the action in the outside world. The structure here that the Anthem team has created allows for this adaptability for both these different playstyles. John also mentioned through the interview that there will be an in-game codex similar to how Mass Effect's was implemented. This will be one of the core vector points to learning the in-game lore, so likely this system will be immense and deep where you can really dig into the lore of Anthem. We really didn't hear anything new on the Dominion besides maybe the leader's name, the Monitor. If I'm being honest here, I could have misheard John on the name of the Dominion leader, but I'm pretty sure that's what he called them. But basically think of the Minion as a reputed force against the freelancers who believe that their actions are doing good to those in the world. An example used was thinking the perspective of being on the side of Thanos in Infinity War. You believe you're seeking control of others for their own good. They have this idea of culture success and that harnessing the power of the Shaper's technology will bring this to fruition. Again, in their minds, the freelancers are in the wrong. But of course, we the players are freelancers and we want freedom, so nonetheless we're going to work to take them down. So on the topic of vertical plane of Anthem, John reminisced on a moment where he had flown over this channel of water a dozen times, but one day he just decided to dive down into it. Deep down into the abyss of this place, to the point where it was almost disorienting with how dark it was. Here he found this treasure chest. Alongside it was this wreckage of a strider that had fallen down into the abyss. This right here just provides a sense of how many secrets the world of Anthem could hold, and that we will have plenty to explore out beyond the worlds of Fort Tarsis. John also mentioned that contracts from agents will basically be RNG based. They essentially regenerate themselves into unique ways, which allows players to continue gaining loot and currency within the world while still providing us with unique content every time we activate a contract. And last, John closed with there will be more live streams and other marketing aspects in the near future since Anthem is now reached the alpha stage, so stay tuned for more content. And there you have it, gamers. Thanks for tuning in to this week's update for Anthem. As usual, I posted the link to the Reddit post in the description box below in case you want to view the Twitter links for yourself. This week has got me stoked on Anthem, and here's hoping that we soon hear of an alpha or beta release on the horizon. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and tap the subscribe button for future updates on Anthem. Talk to you next time, gamers. This is Sir Mav, signing off.